Look, I don't know how many make money online videos you've watched, but if you're tired of overthinking and staying stuck, this video is for you. I'm going to share an AI-powered side hustle that's paid me an average of $650 every single day for over a decade. Now, this is all about solving simple problems with digital products. You don't need money, you don't need experience, and you don't even need to show your face to get started. All you need is 30 to 90 days of consistent, focused effort. So here's exactly what we're going to run through today. First, I'll run through what to sell, whether that's something you create yourself or a product that already exists. Then we'll get your entire sales system up and running without spending a single penny. Third, and this is frankly where most people fail, how to actually get buyers and make sales. And no, you do not need to dance around on TikTok or even show your face if that's not your thing. And make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to reveal the one mistake that almost every single beginner makes. It seems smart on the surface, but it's actually sabotaging your long-term success before you even get started. So let's dive in. Now, let's talk about your product. What are you actually going to sell? So there are two routes that you can take. Route number one is you can build something yourself. Now, if you're starting from scratch and you have no clue what product to start with, I recommend an ebook. They're simple, they're quick, and you can knock one out in a single day with AI. Now, Claude works brilliantly for this. It's way better than ChatGPT for writing. So once you've got your content sorted, once you've got everything written using something like Claude, then all you need to do is hop into Canva to make it look nice. Now, Canva's free. It's easy to use and it's packed full of templates for pretty much every type of product you can think of. So all you need to do is find a template you like, drop in your content, export it as a PDF, and that's it. You've got yourself an ebook to sell. It really is as simple as that. Now, where most people go wrong with this is they go far too broad. The key is you want to solve one very specific problem. So you don't try and cover everything. You want to become the absolute best solution for one single thing. So instead of creating everything you need to know about fitness, for example, you instead would create something like the 4-week home workout plan for busy parents. You see how much more focused that is, and being this specific, being this focused is what sells. Now, route two is that you can promote something that already exists. This is called affiliate marketing. And if you don't want to create anything yourself, it's absolutely perfect. There are plenty of marketplaces like ClickBank, Digistore24, OfferLab, where you can find hundreds, if not thousands of products across every niche imaginable. Or you can find apps, software, tools, things like that in your niche as well. Now, how it works is that every time someone buys through your link, you get a cut of the sale. Sometimes that could be 20%, sometimes it could be 80%. Now let's just do some quick maths here. Say you create your own product and you price it at $47. If you sell just 2 copies of that a day, so that's 14 copies a week, that's $2,600 every single month. Now, I don't know what prices are like where you live, but for most people, $2,600 a month, that covers your rent or mortgage. And if you're promoting higher price products, well, you don't really need that many sales to make a full-time income. Plus, if you create your own product, you just make it once and you can sell it over and over and over again. There's no restocking, there's no inventory, no shipping, there's no headaches. Bottom line, don't overthink what to sell. If you're not sure what to create or even how to create it, simply just sell something that already exists, because you can always go and create your own stuff later. Okay, so the next step is to set up your sales system. So you've got something to sell, now you need somewhere to sell it. And most people think this means expensive software or complicated funnels or having to hire someone to set everything up. Oh, that's not true. I recommend you use a piece of software called System.io. It's completely free up to 2,000 email subscribers, and it handles everything you need in the beginning. So that includes sales pages, checkout pages, email marketing, and payment processing. Now, here's how quick this is to set up. You sign up for your free System.io account. You use a pre-made template to set up a checkout page. You connect your PayPal or Stripe account, and then you set up a simple welcome email sequence. And that's it. You can literally have all of that done in under an hour, even if you've never touched anything like this before. And what's even better is that you won't have to pay a penny until you get to that 2,000 subscriber mark. And by that point, you're making sales. Now, the beauty of digital products is that once you've got all this set up, it kind of just runs itself in the background. Someone buys, they get instant access, and the money hits your account. And all of this happens while you're asleep or doing whatever it is that you do. Now, the next step is getting your sales. Now, this is where most people hit a wall. You can't make money, whether it's your product or someone else's product, without someone to sell to. And that's why you need to build an audience. And in my opinion, YouTube is hands down the best place to do that. Now, here's why. First of all, people are actively searching for answers. YouTube is a search-based platform, so people aren't just mindlessly scrolling. They're actively looking for solutions. And when they land on your video, they're already in a learning headspace. Now, second of all, videos build trust like nothing else. When people can see you and they can hear you, that creates a fast connection. And this makes selling so much easier when you're further down the line. And if you're camera shy, that's no problem at all, because you can use an AI avatar. You can either create a digital version of yourself, or you can create a completely fictional character. It's entirely up to you. Now, third is that your content works for you long-term on YouTube. Now, social media posts on other platforms usually vanish into the ether within 24 hours. So it can feel like a content treadmill because you've constantly got to be pumping out content every single day. But with YouTube videos, they can bring you subscribers, leads, and sales for months, if not years after you make them. I know plenty of people that still get sales from YouTube videos they made 2, 3, 4 years ago. So how do you start on YouTube? How do you grow on YouTube? Well, in simple terms, you need to make videos that solve problems. Look at what's working for other people in your niche. See what videos are getting views, what topics are they talking about, and then you make your own version of that. And after you've made 10 to 20 videos, you'll start to see what works for you, what your audience loves and what they ignore. And then all you need to do is just double down on what works, make more of those. But here's the key. You don't try and sell or pitch anything directly in your videos. Instead, what you want to do is offer a valuable free resource in exchange for someone's email address. And that's how you turn viewers into email subscribers. Now, remember at the beginning, I said I'd show you a mistake that most beginners make. I'm talking about selling on Etsy. Now, look, I get it. It seems like a smart move. They've got millions of buyers there already. Surely if you just upload your product, you'll just start generating sales the next day, right? Well, here's what actually happens. First of all, it is extremely competitive. So if you pick the wrong product in the wrong niche, you are going to struggle to make sales unless you run ads, which you pretty much have to in the beginning. Now, second of all, if you actually create something that starts generating sales, if you've got a unique product in a niche that is not so competitive, great, you'll start making sales. But this is what happens next. Within weeks, you will have dozens and dozens of copycats showing up, selling pretty much a rip-off of your product for a fraction of the price. And before you know it, there's barely any profit left and your sales have completely tanked. Now, I know this because I have sold on Etsy before, and this happened to me 3 times. Now, the second main problem with selling on a platform like Etsy is you get 0 customer data. There's no email list. There's no way that you can follow up with your customers. There's no relationship at all. You are just one anonymous seller in a sea of hundreds of thousands of others. Now, don't get me wrong, it can work in the short term, but in my opinion, it is just not sustainable. You need your own platform where you are in control. Pricing, the customer experience, and most importantly, that relationship between you and them. So the bottom line, don't sell on Etsy. Here's what I want you to do next. Step number 1 is you need to pick a niche. Don't overthink this. Literally anything you're interested in can work. Just make sure it's something that you're not going to get completely bored to death with after a few weeks. Step number 2 is you want to start researching what other people in your niche are doing content-wise and what products they're selling, and start having a think about what you could do as well. Have a browse on some of the marketplaces I mentioned before, Digistore24, ClickBank, OfferLab, or just use AI or Google to research what other products currently exist in your niche. Step number 3, start a YouTube channel. Study what's working in your niche and just create your own version of it. Put your own spin on it. And if you're camera shy or don't want to show your face at all, that's fine. You can just use an AI avatar. Now, the most important thing here is to not wait until everything feels perfect. You can sort out products and emails and sales pages later. The most important thing is to pick a niche and just start creating content now. Now, if you want to see the complete system laid out step by step, I've got a free guide that breaks it all down for you. The link's in the description below. Everyone watching this video, and I mean everyone, is capable of doing this. Building a business like this around digital products can give you complete freedom and financial stability. It's not a fantasy. Now, if you found this video helpful, I would hugely appreciate a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe for more videos about digital products and making money online. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.